Hello everyone, welcome to Triguma Academy. Today we are taking the session on the risk management or the integrated risk management in GRC service now as we are continuing in our GRC series, so this is the main topic under the GRC, and I also received some comments from my viewers that they are requesting for the risk management and integrated risk management knowledge and the demonstration. So today we will discuss on the what is risk management in this topic and how it is work and how the risk management helpful for any organization. So if you still not subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel, like and share my channel, and I believe this video will be very helpful to you. Okay, let's start. So this is a quick introduction about myself. I am Saket Mishra. I have a 6+ year of experience in ServiceNow and software industry IT domain. Currently, I am working as a ServiceNow manager and solution architect of the ServiceNow platform, and I am the technology trainer and the motivational speaker among that. So in the GRC section today, we will discuss how to get started with your risk management implementation. So we will learn how can we implement the risk management under the GRC application for any organization, how the implementation is going on, and what are the basic steps for the implementation of the GRC. Second, the key concept and the skills for the risk management, and finally we will also try to demonstrate of risk management on our personal development instance to understand the life scenarios and the practical knowledge of the risk management. Okay, so this is the agenda of our today video. So we will discuss what is IRM, that stands for the integrated risk management, what is ServiceNow and ServiceNow IRM. Okay, why do you need ServiceNow IRM? Okay, what are the advantages of ServiceNow IRM and what are the typical ServiceNow IRM user cases and live demonstration. So we will try to understand all of these topics with respect to the risk management and integrated risk management in with respect to the ServiceNow. Okay, so first we will try to understand the integrated risk management overview. Risk management, first, before going start, we need to understand the two terms, risk management and integrated risk management. Actually that is nothing. Most of the users are confusing with the risk management and integrated risk management. They are not a different applications. There is only one application that are risk management, and why we are calling as an integrated risk management, while this application is integrated with the other applications and interact with the other applications like the portfolio management, like the policy compliance management, like the vendor management, and integrated other departments like human resource, finance, asset management, CMDB. So when the risk management is integrated with other applications and will help us to understand or to calculate the real-time risk, that's called the integrated risk management. So guys, please don't confuse with the risk management and integrated risk management. Okay, risk management is the application under the GRC, and integrated means that is integrated with the different modules and the different applications of the ServiceNow internally or externally as well. We can also integrate from the external software as well, third-party applications as well. Okay, so let's start. As you can see over the slide, that is what is integrated risk management. I am using the short term as a IRM, so please try to understand what is when I am calling as the IRM, that stands for the integrated risk management. So integrated risk management provides organizations with an end-to-end integrated enterprises toolset to improve risk visibility and align risk and compliances effort to business priorities and objectives. Okay, risk management help us to any organization to improve the performance, to improve the risk visibility and align the risk and compliances efforts in a proper way or on the basis of the priority and control objectives. Okay, and risk management will help us risk management help us to find out the risk on the real-time databases. So if anything will be went wrong, we can track out before it happens, and we can also try to sort out within the certain SLA, certain duration of time. That's the most benefit of the risk management. We can analyze the real-time data. Okay, so secondly, in the second point I mentioned, as ServiceNow IRM support a broad portfolio of the standard functionalities and workflow for managing all organizational risk domains such as reputational risk, strategic risk, operational risk, compliances risk, and financial risk. These are the different type of risk, and we have a lot of other risk as well as per the company or the organization requirement. Okay, suppose that we have a risk in the compliances management, we have a vendor risk, like some vendor are not good, and they are not fulfilling our basic conditions, basic assessments. Okay, so strategic risk, defect, operational risk, and what are the risks to operate operational business, compliances risk, financial risk. In term of the finance, we have a financial risk. If we are spending some money on this, and what will be the output and what will be the risk we are understanding to perform this activity. So such type of different types of risk we are managing through the risk management. And here is the role of the risk management. We have integrated this management application to the different modules and different applications of the ServiceNow. Like for the financial risk, we are integrated with the finance management. For the compliances, we have implemented or integrated with the compliance and policy management. For the operational risk, we have integrated with the ITOM applications, the operational applications. So these are the different type of risk we have available. Okay, now let's go to the next point, that using key risk indicator across your organization, whatever the department and at your whatever level. IRM enables you to deliver forward looking insight to help your organization act proactively and make risk based informed decision at an executive level. Because I hope you all are aware about the GRC, because GRC is very helpful for the top level or the executive level management. So as you can see, I mentioned of one word, that any organization act proactively and make risk based informed decisions. So before something went wrong, the executive management and the top management can take the decision, and those decision on the basis of the risk which we define in the system, and that will be helpful to run the business very smoothly. So that is very much important and the very beneficial for any organization. I hope till this slide everything is clear to you. So this is the image I have inserted here, that will give you the basic integrated risk management capabilities. See, the integrated risk management is integrated with the finance department, human resource department, security department, IT operation department, IT service management, and the customer service management. Okay, so this risk management is integrated with all of these modules of the ServiceNow. Like we can also integrate with the third party as well, but I am for the better understanding the scenarios, I am showing with respect to the ServiceNow only. See that the top level executive, finding out the risk in term of the HR, like a chief human resource HR officer, like. Okay, so you can see the HR governance life cycle and policy attestation during the onboarding, continuous monitor HR control and employee. So executive, the top executive means the chief human resource HR officer, or the who is the top level leader for that particular department, or the CEO level, CHRO, I mean the chief human resource officer level, can organize and handle and control all over and regulate the policy and compliance with respect to the HR through the integrated risk management. And those risk calculation will help you while that top level executive will take any decision with respect to their department to improve the visibility and the performance of the other organization to run their business very smoothly. So this is the one example. Let's go to the finance department. Okay, so see, the owner of the finance, the head of the finance, like a chief finance officer, he's the solely responsible and regulate all the finance related problem. And he don't have a time to manually find out the risk, what are the risk, or because in every MNC 1 lakh or 2 lakh globally employees are working. So how can we find out the risk for any tender, any regulatory act, any law, because law is changing each and every country. Okay, so in term of the finance, this integrated risk management will help the chief financial officer to take the decision in terms of the financial control objectives and monitor the all control objective and attestation in terms of the financial department. Okay, and that will be also helpful for the audit oversight on the finance. Okay, so let's start. No, let's go to the another one, that's the customer service. In customer service, that's also the chief operational officer, who is also responsible to manage the all operational services. He is also manage the privacy risk, data risk, market conduct risk, and compliances. How many people are there, is some standard to run the business operation business, how many employees are following and complying those policies. So whatever in term of the operational things, he can also monitor and take a decision according to the risk. Okay, now the ITSM similar like this. In the IT operational, the CIO, chief informational officer. So every top management executive, the integrated risk management will help to the top executive level management to monitor their department and control and regulate their respected department and help them to take a better decision with respect to the any organization future. So that's why the integrated risk management is very very important to every organization. So I hope till now everything is clear to you guys. Let's jump to the another slide. What is ServiceNow Integrated Risk Management? Okay, this is simple as we discussed, but I mentioned some points here which help you. Like ServiceNow IRM is all about managing risk and ensuring compliance throughout your operations, while companies without an integrated view of potential risk struggle to assess their priorities, term, risk remediation, and control. Okay, ServiceNow, what is ServiceNow IRM is doing? Actually, it transforms the manual, siloed, and inefficient process into one the real-time integrated view of risk across the enterprises. The main advantage of the ServiceNow IRM is we can manage the real-time integrated view. We can able to monitor the real-time integrated risk view in term of the ServiceNow. Okay, so a ServiceNow IRM simplifies multidisciplinary and as a cross-functional integration process and communication with a common repository for all system people and applications. This foundation organization model allow the ability to quickly operationalize and automate the risk and control framework. I hope you remember there is a risk framework, there is a risk statements, there is a controls, there is a control objective, there is a control framework. So all of these we discussed in the previous slide. I hope you are aware about that video. If you still not watch that video, please go to the playlist and watch that video. We have discussed all of these things, right? An integrated risk solution enabled to manage the risk right across the enterprise. Automation and continuous monitoring ensure a real-time view of the compliance and risk for informed decision making and increased performance. Okay, so why do we need ServiceNow IRM? Now I think everything is clear to you. Why do we need the ServiceNow IRM? The main reason, because it automates the things and will provide the real-time visibility, risk visibility, so we can manage the all risk in terms of the all of the departments. So this is the main reason why, that's why we need a ServiceNow IRM. After this video, I will provide you this all PDF in the my Telegram channel, or I can provide the link directly in the video section. So you just go to there, and if you want to download, then you can download for your reference purpose. Okay. Oh, now the question is this: why do we need a ServiceNow IRM? These are the few points I have mentioned here. We need a ServiceNow IRM because end-to-end risk identification and remediation lifecycle, manage risk at all level in your organization, get full and real-time insight into risk, make risk-based informed decision at an executive level, and create a risk-aware culture and be able to make risk-based informed decisions. So basically, you don't need to remember like the robot. You just need to understand the things. You just need to understand the 2-3 major points which are important. That's why we need a ServiceNow IRM. The first thing, we are able to find out the real base data or real base risk data, so it will help us to take informed decisions. Okay, and we can manage all risk at the top level. So the top executive level are aware on the single dashboard, and they have a control and regulatory authority to control all their respective departments, the owners. So these are the few things, and according to those risk calculation, the top executive are able to take an informal decision with respect to the smooth running of any organization. Okay, so these are the basic things. That's why we need a ServiceNow IRM. So these now the next slide is what are the advantage of ServiceNow IRM. So the biggest advantage of the ServiceNow IRM is that it enable you to create value in term of control and speed while significantly cutting back the cost of compliances. This is achieved by creating streamlined automated process between key organization area of governance like HR, as I discussed, IT, finance, other departments as well. Okay, with ServiceNow IRM, all governance, risk, and compliance management activities are brought together in a single window dashboard. And the other things like maximize risk resiliency, by boosting visibility into risk and compliance effort, identify risk in real time, cut back on compliance cost and resource requirements, save time and optimize productivity through automation processes. So these are the few example. What are the ServiceNow IRM modules integrated with? Like ServiceNow Integrated Risk Solutions. So as you can see, it is integrated with the policy and compliance management. It's a regulatory change, digital and technology risk, enterprises operational risk, audit management, operational resilience, third party vendor integration, business continuity, environment and social governance, and privacy management. These are the few other basics now platform capabilities we can also use in term of the service now risk management, like a service catalog, portal, subscription notification, contextual collaboration, predictive intelligence, so the predictive analytics, knowledge based developer tool. So integration hub, if we are integrating the third party tool, then we can use the integration hub. So these are the a few modules which are integrated with the service now, and that's why we called as a service now integrated risk management. Okay, so there are the few cases, the live scenarios where the IRM will be helpful, like centralized governance framework and control procedures, right? So we have a centralized control to govern all the framework and control objective in term of the any respective platform, I mean the respective application. Automated risk assessment, we have a automated risk assessment. If you watch my previous video, in that we have discussed the vendor management. In that I have already shown you how the assessment is provided to the vendor and how vendor primary contact is liable to answer those video questions or assessments, and after that the system will automatically calculate the risk on the basis of his answers, and we can find out the risk and the score compliance score. So this is the automated risk assessment. Streamline real-time monitoring. Okay, as I told you, we can real-time monitor the situation. Assessment of vendor risk. So this is the fourth point, and the second point is almost the similar functionality, but it's a little bit different. So assessment of the vendor risk, we can find out the vendor risk using this. So these are the basic four cases we are using. Okay, we will also show in the demonstration how do you implement ServiceNow IRM in organization. In every organization, define your IRM scope. Why do we need a IRM? Establish your risk control, review your consolidated your control, know what's important, start small and pick the low hanging fruit. So this is the basic life cycle. That's why we need IRM for any organization. So thank you so much for watching the video, but before ending, I would like to show you the live demonstration. So let's quickly go to the risk management. How the risk management, what are the basic functionalities. So I am jumping to the risk management. So this is my personal development instance. Okay, so this is my personal development instance. So today we will discuss the risk management. As you can see, as I set as a risk module in my favorite. So if you want to exercise and if you want to practically understand, go to the ServiceNow developer site, register as a personal development instance, and you can install the risk management plugin. and after that this application will be visible to you, and you can use that's for the learning purpose. Okay, so let's go to show you from the risk portal. Okay, so if you go to the risk, there is a risk portal. It will redirect you to the risk portal. So this is the portal which will help to the for the calculation for the pending task group C. You can see this is the risk portal. My pending task, how many tasks we have. Suppose I have a 13, my group task is 0, my item is 234, risk event. So all of things we can customize this portal as well as per our requirement. Okay, so it is totally depending upon the customer requirement. Okay, so let me show you from the overview. As we discussed how it's provide the top executive the control and regulate this through the single dashboard. Okay, so this is the overview. Here the top executive, suppose that I am a chief executive officer, then I need to check the policy and compliances and risk, what are the risk, and so that those calculation will help me to to understand to take any decision. Okay, so see a very high inherited risk 19 high. This is just a dummy dashboard because the dummy data, but we can create all as per our requirement. Okay, so see inherit risk report, re residual risk report. Okay, we can see that this report we can use the as per our the requirement. We can see the other risk reports as well, risk issue by framework. We will see how we can create a risk framework, what are the risk responses we received, what are the risk exceptions, these are the cases. Okay, assessment overview, we can see the past due assessments, all assessments we can find out. Okay, and we can also take the pending assessments, what we have, entity tolerance status. So each and everything we can manage through this. Okay, so this is all about the risk overview. Okay, so now come to the most important part of the risk management, and that is called a risk library. Okay, so as you can see in the risk library we have two options, the risk framework and the risk statement. These are the very much important. So let me open the risk framework. Currently we don't have any risk framework. Okay, so let me create a risk framework. Okay, I will give the framework like Triguma Academy risk framework. Okay, and we in the description we can say this is testing. Okay, so this is the unique reference number, this is the unique risk framework number. So we need to save it, because if we submit it then it will redirect to other. So see, while we are saving this, it will show to map the entity type and risk statement. As we can see here, the risk statement, right? So each and every framework is containing the risk statements and entity types. Entity types means in this risk is applicable to how many departments. Entity means departments or organization or company or any type of the group. Okay, so and risk statement, this framework containing how many risk statements. Suppose that we have a one risk framework, we have a disaster, natural disaster statement, we have another risk like I mean the accidental risk, and we have any type of risk statement we have. So let's start. I am mapping these statements to with this risk framework. So currently like availability of training content, let me we have these risk statements. So what we risk, we can say like brand image should be there. Okay, conduct risk should be, no, not a conduct risk, I will put as a communication is there. Okay, and the cost is there. Okay, so I am saving this. So see the framework, the risk framework Triguma Academy is containing the three statement, means it is a brand image and the cost and the communication. Okay, so the brand image means it's all about the reputation, because each and every organization has their own reputation in the market. So we cannot compromise with that. So these are the statements. We if we are doing something went wrong, then might be the brand image will be impacted in the market. The cost is the project, means we also need to take care of the cost as well. And the communication is we are taking the live conference or something like that. We are communicating our launching the product, whatever. So such type of statements we have. We can also create the risk statement as per our requirement. Let me show you that what are the basic fields required to create a statement. See, the name is the brand image, parent is the reputational. We can also create the parent as well as per the company norms. Like a category is this, brand image, default score. We can provide the score as well. This is very much important while we are creating any risk statement. Okay, this will help you to to give the exact number. See, this is let me give you the 20. Okay, 20 inherit, and this is the 30. I'm giving the number. Okay, residential must be less than or equal to inherit, so let me give you the 10. Okay, now it is fine. Okay, so and now you can see each and every risk statement is containing the risk as well. So these are the risk which is associated with this. Okay, brand image. Okay, let me show you the risk as well, how it is managing. First I need to save this. Okay, so please don't confuse. What is, we have a risk framework, each risk framework containing the risk statement. Each risk statement is containing the parents and the category of that risk, and it is also mapping with the risk. Each risk statement containing the one, two, or multiple risk as well. Okay, so this is the risk, and these are the risk cycle, risk life cycle. Suppose we have initially we have any risk in a draft state, then we have assess state, then we have a respond state, review state, monitor state, and the retire state. So these states we have a scoring as well. See, this is the inherit ALE. This is the calculation actually that we will discuss it later. Calculate ALE, calculate score the top high. Okay, so this is the response time and the monitoring failure. Okay, the activity journal assessments, how many assessments we have given or mapped with that risk. We have a capability to to provide the assessment each risk against the each risk. We have a capability to create the risk response task against the risk. We have a capability to control to map the controls. We have a capability for the indicators, like for the indicators. Okay, then we have each risk also has a risk events as well, like unauthorized. In this only two are attached. Okay, and we have a issue as well. If someone has a issue, then yeah, the person can raise through that. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. Now I'm repeating again what in risk management we have till now discussed. We have a risk framework. Okay, each risk framework containing the risk statements. Okay, each risk statement is containing the risk. Okay, and each risk containing the assessment, risk response task, control objective, indicator, risk events, and issues. Okay, so all of these will creating the life cycle, and this cycle will help to calculate the risk for in term of a department or any the application which was in the risk integrated risk management was integrated. Okay, so now I hope is it clear to you. Okay, now I am going to the come back again to the risk framework as we created the Triguma Academy risk framework. This is active risk statement. We have defined as a brand image, cost, communication. Now I am assigning the entity. Okay, so I am assigning the entity. Let's say how many entities, dummy entities we have. Yeah, we have a business services company, data center where department, and vendor. Let's I am aligning vendor to this. Or the entity type of vendor are initiated. The item generation has been initiated for the process metric sometime, not an issue. This is a example. Okay, so vendor will be impacted from this framework. Okay, now I will show you how the vendor is there. So this is the vendor, and this is the entity type actually. and each entity type is containing the entities means how many entities in the vendor, how many entities we have. Like in vendor we have these vendor Samsung, EMC, all of these we have 86 vendor which will be impacted with that risk framework. Entity filter will their own condition risk framework, that is Triguma Academy. You can see this is the risk framework which will impact 86 entities. So hope you can see this is how it will impact the modules and how it is most important thing while we are configuring or implementing the GRC. Okay, and it is containing the 6 risk statement, like a vendor disclose confidential information, vendor resilience, communication, the quality, the brand image, and the cost. Okay, it is also containing the 2 policies. Why default it is taking? Because we have each statement is containing some risk and the policy, that's why it is coming. We don't align. But if we want to implement any policy, suppose that I am aligning one more policy against this vendor, then we can just go to there and see a facility management policy I have provided, or I can save it. Okay, so now there's 3 policies will be impacted through this framework. We have 6 control objectives which will help us to regulate the things. Okay, so these are the 6 policies, not policies, the control objectives. Now we have a policy exception. These are the 4 policy exceptions we have. So this is the approved state. So we can, if we want the policy exception, then we can go to the policy module and then create a one policy exception, and that will go to the proper life cycle. Okay, so I hope now it is clear to you risk framework how it is working. I am again repeating you, risk framework is containing the entity types and the risk statements. Each risk statements is containing the risk. Okay, and each risk is containing the policy. Each risk is containing the uh, policies, assessments, scores. So okay, so this is the all about the relationship and the life cycle. And what is entity type? Entity type is the group of users, group of companies, group of third party users, so everything like a department, internal department. So currently we have added as a vendor as the entity type, and the entity type vendor is containing about 86 vendors which will impact it through that risk framework. Okay, okay, let's I hope it is clear to you from the risk library. Now we will go to the associated risk statements. What are the associated risk statements? So these are the few associated risk management. See, inadequate network management, it is containing the IT, and I will show you how the associated risk management, it is not containing anything actually. So there is no entity impacted from this. A risk statement is nothing. So it's a bulk associate, there is no association, so there is no information object there. So scoping. Now we are coming to the most important thing which we already discussed, but we are discussing again, that is the entity type. As we discussed, we have applied for that vendor, like, right? We have a different business services companies, data center departments as well. But see, we have a data center which has a 100% compliance score. We can, what we can do is, uh, we can define the compliance score of the, see, I will show you how we can define the scores. It is actually auto calculated on the basis of something. If we want to create the new entity type, we can create a new entity type, and each entity type is containing the entities, filter, risk framework, statement, policy, control objective, policy exception, the content references. Okay, so this is clear. Now the entity class, each entity is containing the class, like it is inheriting from the CMDB or where it is referring. Each entity, suppose that we have a Triguma entity which is which is dealing with the assets, so we can provide the name as asset, entire the parent class is department, so we can define this is just a relation mapping. Okay, and we can see all entities. From this we have these all entities. Okay, so we can see the my entities. There is a separate column for the my entities. If we created an entity or we are the owner of the entity, so all entities will be visible here. Okay. So this is all about the scoping entities. Now we will come to the most important thing, that the risk register. How can we check the register? Now you can see the all the risk, sorry. So these are the few risks: loss of integrity, loss of risk statement. This was associated. Now I will show you what is the life cycle of the risk and how we can create it. So I am creating the new risk. Okay. So suppose that I am giving I am taking the risk statement. I'm taking any risk statement like inadequate network management. I'm taking it. Category is the operational. Owning group is anything. I am providing it. I think there is no group was created. No issue. It is not a mandatory. I can provide the entity. See, I am providing that which entity will impact from this. Let's say SR will impact it from this, and this is testing. Okay. Inherit risk statement. They say okay. First, before going to ahead, I would like to share you uh, I would like to discuss with you the life cycle of the risk. We have a currently this risk is on the draft state. After it will go to the access state, then respond, then review, then monitor, and then data. So this is the life cycle. I will show you how we can do it, like assessment. If you want to give any assessment like risk assessment, I am providing assessment responded. Responded able tutor. Let see, this is the not this one. Let me, otherwise I need to impersonate as him. Now system administrator, I will provide it. System GRC system administrator. Okay. I have provided. Scoring is the 20, then it is 10. Okay, so response is nothing. Monitoring and activity. Now what I will do, I will save it. Okay. So now the risk is created the with the this reference RK002028. Now you can see the risk from here as well. I can show you here. See, let me where is it? Created, created, created by. I am showing you jet to A. Why employee capability? Or where is the number? Let me give me a minute. Number. Yeah. So I am where it was, and let me close these. It is. So this is the number. I am checking where is it. It is created or not. See. So this is created. This is testing. Saket Mishra. Entity is SR is impacted. Inherited from risk statement. No, it is not inheriting anything. Okay. The owner is the Ellen Rebeck. Draft very low. So now what we will do, we will is a assesses state. Okay. Now it is in assess state. Now what we need to do, we need, there is no assessment is defined, risk assessment. Okay, so I need to go impersonate as a GRC system administrator. GRC system administrator. And now I will go to the portal. Okay, currently I am as a system administrator. Now I will refresh it. Yeah, so see, currently there is one pending task which is assigned to us, which was we raised as a testing purpose. Okay, this is the risk portal. Okay, so classic risk statement. See, this is the testing. Saket Mishra, hope you remembered, we created this risk through the service now. So this is the number. What we need to do, we need to complete so that this response will receive here. Now if I need to take the assessment which was given, the risk assessment which was assigned by the the owner, I am taking the assessment. So this is the few things I am taking. I am just checking low, medium, high, whatever. I am just giving you this for the reference. More than, per year, very low. I These are, and these questions are coming from the assessment. We can also define this template as well. I will show you how we can design it. Okay, so GRC system has modified, state is complete. Okay, so save it. Now I need to go again, matrix tab, statement. Do not show. Let's see, we have an introduction note, so this is successfully tested. Okay, we can save this as well. Matrix category, inherit risk. So these are the, we can also, if we have any inherit risk or something like, we can add this thing. Please consider the impact or the likelihood. So this is all about the description. So let's see now what I will need to do. I just need to check it, record in is which state, accessible record. Okay, I just need to check percent answered, indicate control risk. See, so we can see the calculated risk. So see, this is the answer. Calculated risk very low, residual risk very low, inherent risk very low. So you can see how the risk management is calculating on the basis of my answer. Access complete. So now what it will do, when I will submit, it will go to the respond in progress. So I need to accept the response from that side. Now what I will do, I will again go to my, as a system administration myself. Okay, then again go to the that risk which we have created. See, now previously it was on the access state. We have complete the assessment through that testing portal, and it's automatically calculating the risk, calculated risk, residual risk, inherent risk. Okay, and now this is risk is under the respond state. So what we need to do, we just need to accept the risk response we receive. We accept, avoid, mitigate, or transfer. Suppose that we have accepted the risk. Okay, now we accepted the risk, then we will update it. Risk task is created. Now you can see it will create a risk task. Okay, see, previously there is no task. Now the one task is created automatically. This is creating through the business rule. Actually, there is behind this process, business rule is running. So this task is created. Now we will go to the ServiceNow task. Now task also has a some life cycle, that is called the draft state, work in progress, awaiting approval, review, and close. This will assign to the automatically to the particular group which is responsible for that. Okay, currently there is no approver. We can define the approval as well, but we can say as a work in progress. Okay, accepted end date, request approval. If we need approval, then we need because everything need approval, so we can request approval. We need to add Alan Rabeck. Okay, so he is the owner. Let me impersonate as a Alan Rabeck. Then we need to approve and close the task. I am showing you the whole life cycle, guys. It is taking the time. If any confusion, if you have any queries, you just comment. Okay, and we'll try to sort out and we'll try to answer. Okay, I understand, and this is a very complicated process, but you need to understand because this is very much important. Oh, sorry, I don't need to go to the portal. I just need to go here, request. I need to go my requests. Why it is not showing? Requested item approval. Overview my assessment. Why it is not having overview my group assessment? Target communications advance my open. Guys, I'm confusing here where it was, where the task actually is given. Let me, this is the Alan Rabic. There is a no global thing. Okay, request approval. Accept what I need to do. Guys, give me a minute. I am checking where it was. Actually, what is the process here? This user, the owner, will receive a request and she needs to approve, and after the approval, that risk task will go to the review state. Currently it is on work in progress state. Okay, let me once check again. Visual task board. No. Take survey. My request, my profile assessment, my open events. Give me a minute, guys. Let me check out through the, might be that will help. And this is a doesn't have access risk portal. He need to do risk my assessment. Okay, guys, I am missing something here, but what is the process actually? It will when the awaiting up when the this this work in progress was approved by that owner. Let me edit through here. Let me as a system, might be system administrator, then save it. Not yet requested. Review. Okay, see, awaiting approval, because I am the already a system administrator, so it's automatically go for the awaiting approval to the review state. Okay, so not yet request. No, it's not requested yet actually. approved. Let's say I am updating as approved. Now it is in the review state. Now see, this is the approved. Now I am in the review state, or I need to close the task. So this is the life cycle. Sorry, I was missed that user might be don't have a access of that. So we can also provide the acceptance and date as well, justification. Currently we don't edit this, but yeah, this is the process. Now the again go to the risk. Okay, so see, currently this is we can refresh it, and we can see this is in the draft state, but it will go to the close state. See, the task has been closed, acceptance state was approved, okay, response was accepted, insurance contract, vendor and justification, it is inheriting from that, but we didn't provide it. So state is in review. Okay, so state is in review. Now what is the next process here? Monitoring, active journal, assessments we have done. Okay, so state is review. Now I'm reloading the form. State is in review. Okay, now we can monitor. Now the monitor UI action is enabled, so we can monitor the things. Okay, what are the things, what the process was done, what is the scoring. Okay, we can see the response as well, monitoring, activity general, each and everything we can monitor, and we can also see which assessment the this was completed, and then we can monitor or we can retire if we want. Otherwise, till this automatically will retire after the automatic 7 days 10 days. But for your reference, I am retiring this risk. Okay, so now this is the whole life cycle of the risk management. Now what is thinking, after 15 or 20 days or 1 month it's coming again the same risk, then simply we need to go there or activate this risk again. But generally in every organization, what is the process? Due to the lot of data, we are running the archive schedule job, which is archiving the data every 6 months or 2 months. So rarely we are activating the previous risk. Okay, but yes, there is an option we can activate it. Okay, so this is all about the risk life cycle. Now I am again going to the risk other things. Scoping, we have entities, we have already discussed. Risk, we have discussed already what are the risks, how are the issues we can create, how the risk register is working. Okay, now the issues we have already discussed in the previous video. So this is all about the issues. Issues is simple, is also containing the life cycle. It is also have the same life cycle. We can create a issue in term of policy, in term of any risk. So this is this is the IPT, issue, assignment, group, assigned to. This is the life cycle, like new, analyze, respond, review and close. So this is the life cycle generally for the every issue, and each issue is containing the details, date, engagement, activity, risk, event, and the same other things as well. Okay, so currently there is no we are not creating it, but if you want to see, I can show you the open risk, which will give you the understanding what are the states. See, this is the state, new, analyze, vendor, as per the requirement. We can provide the task, it's automatically created similar as the risk. We can provide the questions and the policy exceptions. Okay, so this is the issues management, how we are handling the issues. Now we can see my open remediation task, which we discussed. So if is there any, currently we don't have any open task, so that's why it is showing as a blank, no record to display. But if we have, then the data will be display here. Okay, the risk response task, we have suppose that we receive a response. So unassigned risk, my risk, acceptance, so everything will be visible to you. Okay, see, this is the risk, we have approved it, how many we have requested, approved it. This is the, against this we have approved, I was approved. So there are the few we can approve as the administrator, or we can check how many, we can check for the all as well. See, no longer required, requested leave for each and everything we can check out through. Now we are coming to the most important thing, that is the indicator. Okay, so these are the indicators which will help to create the any risk or something. Like we have a check fire prevention policy, track productivity, monitor skill set, track operational cost, verify mismarking manipulation. So I will show you how the indicator will work, and the each indicator has status. See, this is the indicator, like a risk indicator. In we can also inherit some properties from the template, but currently this indicator is not inheriting any property from the parent. So we can check fire prevention policy. It is related to the fire prevention policy. Entity is fashion, risk is fire. Okay, method is manual, supporting data we don't have, schedule daily, collection frequency daily, result is failed. Okay, so we can provide the indicator result, the result generated from the fire. See, we can see that it is containing every indicator containing the result, that this is the result fashion entity. Okay, so that we can also attach some supporting data as well if required, like a schedule, when it will schedules, it can plan for daily. Okay, so this is the indicator. This will help to understand the risk, and it will help you to what are the basic indicator, which are the basic things we need to keep in mind while we are creating any risk. Okay, so we can create the indicator templates as well from here. This is the basic formula. I will show you how the what fields we can create it through this. So these are the same basic things, supporting, scheduling, so nothing like that. So we can discuss these things now. Most important thing that is coming to the administration part of the risk. And this is for the little high level, but yes, you should aware about while you are working as a GRC administrator. You should be aware about how we are configuring the rating, how what are the risk criteria, how we are color setting, for, what are the basic properties, what are the GRC properties, entity properties, and rules, questions, bank assessment. So such things we can handle through the administration. I know, guys, this is with this video is going to be a little long, but believe me, you need I will take only 10 minutes more, then we will finish it with respect to the risk management. Okay, so see, in the choices under the administration, so we can see the set risk statement. So there are the, these are the choices of the risk. Issue rating, like we can define the rating as per the organization level. We have like a 5 rating here: very low, low, moderate, high, or very high. So these are the issues rating. A very high is containing the remediation time frame is a 2 days. It's for the days, like okay, I will show you how the the rating is working on the remediation time frame. Then active. Okay, so this is all about the ratings. Now I will show you the risk criteria. What are the risk criteria we have? Like we have a different risk criteria, like we have an impact score, likelihood score, impact, and each criteria has a display value is a priority, and the maximum value, this is in the dollar. The impact, I mean the what is the cost it can be impacted. So this is such type of values we can do it from as per our the business standard. Okay, so and these are the basal categories. Okay, now on the heat map color setting, we can also set the colors as well. Like for the very low, it is containing the unlikely, neutral, likely. So I will show you how it is showing the colors as well. Okay, so it is sorry guys, cost setting, yeah, it is a color setting. We suppose that we have very high, likelihood, extremely likely, neutral. So these are the things, or we can optimize the color as per this, which color you would like to prefer. So these are the few colors, but we can also create a colors as well from our CSS code if we want to create. And we just need to click new, name, color, themeable color, we can put it, and we can create it. Okay, so here we can set up the color setting, heat map color setting. Okay, then we are coming to the properties. What properties we have? So these are the few basic properties of the risk management. Okay, state for which risk is active, draft, assess, review, monitor. We can define the states. Retire, state for which risk is inactive. Inactive means retires. So I was told you that risk is automatically, every organization has a standard, like every 8 days or 10 days the risk automatically goes to retire state. So risk statements we have. Okay, So we have a GRC properties. You need to enable your instance, and you also check these all. It's very difficult to discuss each and every property, but yes, I am giving the overview to understand. Maximum number of indicator event allowed is 500. Best size of the indicator. So there are the few GRC properties. We have a questions bank. We can manage the questions, like if we, let's see we have these few questions available, like in the recommendation reference. So we can a satisfactory recommendation assessment matrices. We have entity types. We can define this as a tier 1 entity, tier 2 entity. Okay, so we have entity class rules as well, which entities belong to which class, like the Linux servers it belong to the this table, the CMDB table asset is belong to the ALM asset table. So each entity defined from the respective table. Okay, so we can also bulk update the entities, that is using the import set. Okay, so this is all about the risk management. Let me show you one overview as well of the risk management. Overview PA premium. Okay, so see, so this is all about the risk management, guys. We have discussed each and everything, and the top executive who are the head of their respective department, like in the human resources, the chief human resource officer, and in the risk management is a risk officer. Then we can find out, or we can use that. Okay, so this is all about the risk management, guys. If you have any question, related to the risk management or the GRC module, please comment me. Okay, I will try to respond your question. I will try to sort out your query. And if you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share this video with all of your colleagues who are working on ServiceNow, with your students, with your a loved one who are planning, who are learning in ServiceNow. I hope this video will be very helpful, and if you need any video with respect to any particular topic, then give me that topic. I will try to make a video on that topic. In term of the GRC, we have almost done vendor management, we have done risk management, we have done, so audit and privacy management is pending. I believe coming days I will try to complete those modules and those applications as well. Okay, and policy compliances we have already done. So guys, please subscribe my channel and share this video to your loved ones, and thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much.